Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We should have a good one on tap here today. It's the Egyptians coming in at 3-2, going up against the Jets, who come in at 4-1.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Memphis Egyptians. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. They go play action here on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. So the offense has it 1st and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Throwing on first down, Baker. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. To throw is Baker. Throwing on first down. This will be caught inside the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Jeremy Langford. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. To throw on second down, Fleming. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Baker now on 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Being chased out left. And this one is incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now Baker on third down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a handoff as they run left side. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Looking to throw. Baker. Flush to his right. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
They'll run with Langford to begin the drive. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Langford again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
This is Langford on 1st and 10. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fleming. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop.
Here we go.
From the gun, Fleming checks it underneath to Langford. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Come on, let's go.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13.
Come on, let's go. Ohio.
Back to throw. Fleming. This complete to Langford. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Fleming. That's complete to Meredith. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Fresh set of downs here.
Here we go.
Back to the running game. Langford. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Flex round.
Off the play fake. Fleming. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On third down, Fleming. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. Now a play fake here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Second down following the incompletion. Shift together here from the D-line.
Here we go.
Baker to throw again. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 47 yards. Here's Baker off the bootleg. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Adrian Amos with a pick.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. On the counter, Langford. And some space here. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down.
Flex round. Flex round. Here we go.
To throw on second down. Fleming into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. To throw is Baker on first down. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for the Jets. 43 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And he'll give it here to his running back. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Baker. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
It's Marcus Wheaton now to return it. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
On second down, Langford. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
And he locates Wheaton, complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pickup there at 22. Back to throw. Fleming. And he rifles one incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Come on, let's go. Flex round.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fleming. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Let's go.
Baker now to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Looking sideline, incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Going deep here for Watkins. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
risky.
And it's so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius. I do admire that he went for it.
That is caught inside the 5. A gain of 32 that time. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Jeremy Langford in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys are able to make this a close game again.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go to the second half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now Baker throwing on first down. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Baker, a final shot before break. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here now the offense heading back out there. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And with the play clock running out, Sean McVay will take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. From the gun, Fleming. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Looking to throw. Fleming escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Fletcher Cox able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
we
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Back to throw. Baker. And his throw is incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
This is Langford. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down.
Let's go!
They keep it on the ground with Langford. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They're losing here in the 3rd quarter, maybe trying to get the ball outside, bust a big play. Obviously didn't work there.
Yeah, and while it didn't work, I really can't fault them for trying it. You and I have talked to the offensive coordinator, and we knew that was the place they wanted to try and go. And sometimes you just have to stick with it because 2-yard gains turn into 20-yard gains as the game goes along.
Play action. Fleming. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Dante Hightower. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Looking to throw. Fleming. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Here we go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A handoff. Jeremy Langford gets past him at the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Jeremy Langford with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out now come the Jets. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Here we go.
Here's Baker looking to throw on 2nd down. And he's got his man on the out route. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
To throw is Baker on 1st and 10. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. 2nd down now after the pass completion. And the D looking like they may blitz.
Here we go.
Baker now to throw on 2nd down. He's going to go for a... This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. On 1st and 10, Fleming. Wheaton with a catch right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. On 1st down, Fleming. Going down the middle, and it's complete. That goes for a gain of 31. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. but he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 14.
Let's go. What? Nine. Ohio.
Operating from the gun, Fleming, and he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
And now out come the Jets. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now Baker on 1st down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 47 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Baker off the play fake. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 9-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw. Fleming on the left side. A catch by White. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. He got 29 yards that time. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did. And
it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30. and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
He got it there. He was looking for the tight end, Adam Shaheen, that time. And it'll bring up third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion.
Here we go.
To throw on third down, Fleming. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Leonard Williams, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And the pressure gets to him again. Brandon Graham in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. A little too amped up there, got to him before he had a chance to catch it.
Another example of players in tough spots getting the protection that they deserve. Got to make sure that he's able to catch the ball before you get to him.
Throwing on first down, Fleming. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fleming. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Dante Hightower, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Always got some breathing room. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because them getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
Looking to throw. Baker. And that is incomplete.
I know as a defensive back, I was taught to play it the way that we just saw. Use the back line as an extra defender and make sure they throw it over your head and not in front of you. In front of you means it's a touchdown. Over your head, you got a much better chance.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round.
Back to throw. Fleming. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Leonard Williams in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and a mile. And with the play clock running out, Sean McVay will take a timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Fleming. Wheaton's got it. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. To throw. Fleming. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has...
The Bears are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Jaguars have made their selection, and it's Edwards.
The foundation of any good team starts up front, and here's a guy who's a franchise's dream come true. GMs I talked to pointed to several of his games in college where he took on some of the nation's best defensive linemen, going toe-to-toe with them for 60 minutes of brutal trench combat and dominating them. He's going to be able to protect a franchise quarterback in addition to opening up holes for the run game. With size, speed, and strength, he should have a very successful NFL career.
The Falcons are now on the clock. The Vikings are now on the clock. Vikings just made their pick. Adam, what can you tell us about him?
This receiver deserves a lot of credit for this team's high-powered offense this past season. He had more targets than the rest of the team combined, putting up numbers every week, so much so that he set a school record for receiving yards in a season. He used all the tools a coach likes to see in a receiver to get those numbers. He was always able to find ways to get separation from the defender, and once the ball was in his hands, he always turned downfield to pick up a few more yards after the catch. We'll see how long it takes for him to become a favorite target for this team's quarterback.
The Raiders are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on the clock. The 49ers are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. All right, let's go to Adam Schefter, who's got more on this pick.
I'm not surprised to see him taken with this pick, given he was probably one of the most dominant defensive linemen in college this season. His combination of athleticism and set of pass rush moves gave college offensive linemen fits and gave him a leg up on the rest of the competition. Pass rushers are at a premium in the NFL these days, and when someone with his talent is available, you need to take him. If his performance this season is any indication, he has the potential to be a playmaker on the defensive line for years to come.
Our very own Adam Schefter has more to say about this pick.
While you wouldn't normally be surprised to see a quarterback winning the Heisman, it's his electric style of play on the field that makes him a little more intriguing versus previous Heisman-winning quarterbacks. He was one of the most exciting players to watch in all of college football, making plays with his arm and his feet. He's an escape artist, turning would-be sacks into dazzling touchdown throws. He's going to need to learn to operate more in the pocket in the NFL, but I'm excited to see what this Heisman winner will do for his new team.
The Redskins are now on the clock. The Rams are now on the clock.
Let's go to Shefty now with more on Sullivan.
Well, he showed potential in school. He turned in one of the weakest performances of the defensive linemen at the All-Star game. Anytime he was on the field, they lost the battle in the trenches, giving up rushing yards and giving the quarterback plenty of time in the pocket. Matt Miller told me he got stood up by any offensive lineman he was matched against, and struggling to get off the block removed him from a lot of plays. He needs to develop some moves if he's going to get by blockers. You can't just rely on strength alone anymore, especially not in the NFL.
The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock. The London Black Knights are now on the clock. The Lions are now on the clock.
Lions have just made Austin their newest player.
Many draft experts speculated that the rigors of his college career were catching up with him and that his struggles were a result of playing through several nagging injuries and not an issue of talent drop-off. After some time off, he impressed with his raw numbers at the Combine, giving more than one GM confidence that his series of struggles was nothing to worry about. He'll likely be given the opportunity to challenge for the starting spot, making him someone to keep a close eye on throughout training camp and the preseason.
The Browns are now on the clock. The Buccaneers are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock. The Packers are now on the clock.
The Packers made their selection. For more about him, let's go to Adam Schefter.
Well, the first thing they need to do is have him sit down with the team nutritionist and trainer to make a plan that will bring him back to playing shape. He showed up at Indy several pounds overweight and looked lethargic in every drill. Guys like Matt Miller have their doubts that he can even make it through an NFL training camp right now. We'll see if they can get him in shape before camp and if he can control his weight in the future.
The Falcons are now on the clock. The Vikings are now on the clock.
everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, it's a showdown between two teams with the same record on the year. It's the Packers going up against the Cowboys.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D, as their guys will do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Strap in, this will be a good one. Two one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. Now the return, here comes Randall Cobb. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think many people thought Ty Montgomery would automatically go back to being a wide receiver this year, but it appears he's going to stay at running back. I know they drafted Jamal Williams from BYU, but Montgomery proving his worth.
And he proved it, proved it last year. 5.4 yards per carry, 4th best in the league. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Justin Durant. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now on to kick it away, the rookie from Miami, Justin Vogel. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's not always as straight as that team wanted it more than the other, but on that play, it actually was true. They were faster to the ball.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Now Prescott. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Second down following the run. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott rolling to his right. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Elliott running right. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll run it here with Smith. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. On the sneak, it's Prescott. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
They gain nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Usually we talk about O-line surge, their D-line surge leading to fourth. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth. It's a keeper with Prescott.
Now, that was a little bit longer distance than you would expect to see for a quarterback sneak. Normally, it's 4th and 1, 4th and inches. But when you get interior linemen trying to get upfield for a pass play, sometimes you can blow past them on the sneak, and it worked well for them.
They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. First and goal at the 3-yard line now. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here we go now with Smith. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from NC State, Josh Jones. He's at the 50, 30, 20. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. And the tight end goes in motion left. first down. Here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Second down, here's Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown, and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And tough starting field position here. They'll run it now with Smith. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Shift together here from the D-line. Prescott now on 2nd down. He hits Beasley right side. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Cole Beasley was a really reliable short-range target for Dak Prescott as a rookie. I really think those guys help out young quarterbacks right in their sight lines, slot receivers, tight ends, and I think they had an excellent connection.
Easily setting career highs. Beasley, 75 catches, 800 yards, both best in his career. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Los Angeles. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Prescott now. Complete to Jason Witten. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Throw left side, caught by Butler. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Counter, Elliott, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs, and let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Help me out, partner. Was that incomplete?
That was on a deep ball to Dez.
And that's a surprise. The way he attacks the football in the air, it's always surprising to me when he doesn't complete a pass like that.
3rd and long for Prescott. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. And coming up later tonight in the NFL, we'll have the Chiefs heading down to Houston to take on the Texans. And then on Monday night, it'll be an NFC North battle. Vikings and Bears from Soldier Field.
Traditional rivals getting after it one more time.
It finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Rodgers going to give this one to Montgomery. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards. Rodgers now on 1st down. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Two minutes remain in a scoreless 1st half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. From the gun on third down, Rodgers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It wasn't third and long. It was more like third and attainable, and oftentimes offense just want to run enough to pick up a first down. But I think they wanted a break tendency there. Catch the defense plan for the short pass and push it downfield, and they almost collected a big play.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Rodgers going to go on fourth down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They start on the ground with Elliott. Room here to run. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, that's a pretty familiar sight because Ezekiel Elliott in 2016, his rookie year, had 14 runs of 20 yards or more. That led the NFL.
And he said in the offseason he wanted to be better when he got into the second level, so he's shooting high.
I like that. I like a guy who wants to get better at his craft. Look out, defenses.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Meanwhile, out in Los Angeles, they're in the second quarter now. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he completes it to Jordy Nelson. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Rodgers throwing again. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Adams. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
I know Devontae Adams really developed in 2016 as a receiver for Green Bay. I think he had plenty of incentive because when Aaron Rodgers breaks contain, gets out of the pocket, anything can happen downfield. You can find yourself open, can't you?
And it makes Adams a high-volume guy. Week 7 and 8 last year, 25 catches. Highest two-game total in the illustrious history of the Packers. He's going to air one out, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Easy. 319.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. This will be from 56 yards out. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back them out of field goal range. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. See if they stay on the ground for second down. On the ground, this is Smith. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
The Cowboys on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Here's Prescott. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. A big gain of 31 on third down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Elliott, toss right. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They go to Elliott again. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on third down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Cowboys on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. As we saw in his rookie year, Dak not afraid to run with it, and he did there to pick up the first.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
Toss left to Elliott, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, Prescott. And this is caught at the 8. And he's going to be run over, hit hard, as he'll be marked down. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Red zone opportunity. Driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Well, not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. This will be caught just inside the 10. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Josh Hawkins with a pick. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Rodgers hands to Montgomery. Montgomery a first down and then some. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Ty Montgomery, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Crosby on now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Second down, Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Butler. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Prescott. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. And now a first down following that long gain. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. A give to Elliott. And he's got room. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Second down following the run. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. On 3rd down, Elliott. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But he was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Josh Hawkins with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Rodgers handing to Montgomery. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Elsewhere across the league, fourth quarter action in Los Angeles. The gap there has widened. The Seahawks just scored again. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. To throw is Rodgers. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Montgomery, they'll run for it. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Only a 1-yard gain, but good enough to just about finish this one off.
They had to convert there on 4th down, and they ran the football. Major surprise, but they pick it up. Now they've got to really hurry.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for Green Bay, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Dallas, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everybody.
you